Trolls World Tour is an 2020 American animated musical film and sequel to the 2016 hit Trolls. It is set to be theatrically released in the United States on April 10, 2020, but due to the 2019-20 coronavirus pandemic, it will be released on digital instead. It's all glitter and happiness in Troll Town until Queen Poppy and Branch make a surprising discovery. There are other troll worlds beyond their own, each defined by a different genre of music. When a mysterious threat puts all the trolls across the land in danger, Poppy, Branch, and their band of friends must embark on an epic quest through unfamiliar terrain to do the impossible, create harmony among the diverse trolls to unite them against certain doom. At Troll Village, Queen Poppy begins her morning routine and starts singing Trolls Wanna Have Good Times, the Trolls Morning Medley. During this, Branch starts to think on taking his and Poppy's relationship to the next level and states he just has to get the guts to tell her she is the one. He joins in the morning medley. During the medley, Poppy and her friends witness the birth of Tiny Diamond, Guy Diamond's newborn son who is a hip-hop troll. The medley continues as the trolls now celebrate his birth. At the end of the medley, Poppy and Branch see everyone off about their day. Branch then tries to talk to Poppy and tell her how he feels, but he can't say the words. Poppy ends up revealing that she considers him a friend. The word friend is not what he wants to hear and he zones out. Trying to make up for it, the two try and high-five each other but fail, but Poppy succeeds with Fuzzbert. Their attention is turned to Biggie, who is being attacked by a bat. Poppy takes it away from him but now has it in her hair. Branch calms the bat down and attention is drawn to a message it was carrying. Poppy read about a big event Queen Barb of the Rock Trolls is hosting and to bring the strings. King Peppy steals the message from her and attempts to destroy it. Branch calms the anxious king down. Peppy explains that other trolls besides them exist and they are called pop trolls. This makes sense to them and they all nod in agreement. The group breaks down to Poppy and the Snack Pack members. Peppy explains that in the beginning everything was boring until a troll made a note that caught everyone's attention. This was the start of the trolls' love for music and they took 6 strings, one for each type of music: pop, rock, country, classical, techno and funk. Then over time arguments broke out over their differences, leading to arguments. The tribe's elders decided it was best each tribe took a string and go their separate ways, and ever since the tribes have been isolated from each other. Peppy shows them the string, which he explains has a lot of power. Peppy wants to run and hide while Poppy wants to go meet Barb, who she thinks is trying to unite the trolls again. Peppy and Poppy get into a row over what is best. Later that night, Poppy goes to sneak out in Sheila balloon but is caught by Branch. Cooper hears them talking and watches from a nearby bush. Poppy undoes the balloon and starts to float away. Branch is unable to just let her go, so jumps into the balloon. The next morning, Barb leaves the ocean and arrives on shore singing Crazy Train. She nips into her angler bus and shows off the techno string. She places it into her guitar and it is converted to the rock string's power. As she sits down, she realizes her father King Thrash is missing, but he is just in the toilet. As he leaves, she explains to the senile old troll the plan to get the strings and play the ultimate power chord. The old king goes to do the rock symbol but needs Riff's help to finish it. Poppy and Branch try to fly the balloon but the manual is big and Poppy tries to learn without it, which leads Celia to tell her to stop. They discover Biggie has stowed away on the balloon hidden under the cotton candy Poppy brought with her, as Mr. Dinkles was attracted to it. Poppy explains they're going to help Barb unite the trolls. As they approach Symphonyville, they discover that Barb has already arrived ahead of them and everything is in ruins. Pennywhistle is the sole survivor and tells them that Barb took their string from Trolls Art and all the classical trolls, leaving nothing left behind. They lost everything. Poppy comes to the realization Barb wants to destroy all music and Biggie freaks out. Poppy does a pinky promise that no matter what she'll protect him. Meanwhile, as they leave the mountains, Barb's bat Debbie returns to her master carrying a reply from Poppy and having been given a makeover to the horror of Barb herself. Barb reads Poppy's message saying she hopes to be best friends with Barb, but Barb doesn't understand how someone can be friends as it takes years to form a friendship. Just then, a glitter bomb goes off in Barb's face and Barb has a rant about pop music. The pop trio arrive at Lonesome Flats, home of the country trolls. At first there is no one around, but high noon hits and the mayor, Delta Dawn, appears singing Born to Die, which brings out all the country trolls. Poppy comments that the song is sad, Branch likes it, but Poppy thinks they must not know music is supposed to make you happy. Delta feels sorry for the trio as they look like they were beaten up by a rainbow and is not bothered by them. Poppy attempts to cheer them up by singing a medley that covers all the most important songs.